Yo, good morning. Is it good morning? Yeah, it is. It's a little later than usual. I'm like 2 hours late doing my walk, so it's a little hotter. But yeah, we taking the other path, a shorter path. I don't know if they're the same distance, but yeah. So let's see here. The movie was okay. I mean, I really liked Get Out by Peele. That was a good movie. I was impressed. But every other movie, I didn't see Candyman. I mean, it's a remake, and the Twilight series was a remake. I mean, we should leave remakes alone. Well, I can't say that because a lot of the movies I grew up were remakes, like the ones Disney redid. So maybe the black and white versions were better, but I didn't see the black and white versions. So, but yeah, it was okay. I mean, it fell into that kind of, I would compare it to M. Shamagabala Habla, that guy, Sixth Sense. So that was a great movie. Sixth Sense might have put him on the map. But then all the other movies, there's like some mystical thing in the whatever, and then throughout the movie, suspense, and then you see the whatever, and it just kind of ends weird. Yeah. But interesting walking the same path at different times. All little forest creatures don't be out this late. I wonder what they do during when people are out and about. They just be hiding. So tomorrow is Boyz II Men, ABC, BVD. But I'm curious, man. Like, maybe I know two. The first album, Motown Philly. Second album, It's So Hard to Say Goodbye, that one. And then the third album where they had like rapping on it, that would probably be 2000. So in the past 20 years, I'm pretty sure they have released more albums. But the other day when I was back in Japan cleaning, I was listening to them. And that harmony, like I know that's always been their thing, but I didn't listen. I didn't care. But I was just listening to it, and it's just like, or actually, I was listening to the Let It Snow. Let It Snow. So like a year before, 2 years before, because it doesn't really snow in Japan. So when it started snowing, I was gonna remix that song. So I just kind of found it, downloaded it, flipped it, done. Didn't really listen to it. But then this time I was listening to it, and it's just like that harmony, man. That is just, I wonder if the live experience will replicate that. Alright, here's that stupid street. Well, it's not a stupid street, but it's the street you gotta watch out for. So yeah, man, yesterday, every day, not every day, but yesterday. It's not even yesterday, it's like reality if it was a person. Reality is just like doing stuff, and then at some point reality just comes up and like let it be known that I'm still around. Reality. Don't get too used to whatever, 'cause it's reality. Try to reason with reality, but reality is reality, You can't reason with me. But as I said, today's a new day. I got a new outlook. I got a Fiverr, a gig to write some lyrics. So I'm probably gonna do that today. The thing about, I guess, freelancing, not having a boss, you're the boss. Procrastination can kill you. Like when I was really, I guess when I first started, I'd get all these gigs and I wouldn't start it until, I mean, I never handed in anything late. Almost. Like I was to the wire. My phone was dying and I had to like plug it in at McDonald's, but it still got uploaded. I still got my 5 stars. But yeah. So what I'm gonna do with this one, I'm gonna do half of it. Now, this is at my own detriment. Once you kind of sign it, once you make the gig, it's kind of locked in. I mean, they could dispute it, but whatever. But if I do like half the work now and then try to pass it off, and they're like, I don't like it, well, I don't think that's gonna happen, because as I was saying in another video, I already did the job a year ago, and this man wants to redo it. So he's repaying me. So I don't think he's gonna, and it'll be a little better because, you know, I'm much better than I was a year ago. Well, lyric-wise, production-wise. Like, I know how to use de-essers, never used those. I got compressors. I know what the hell I'm doing to get a nice, clean vocal. I even know how to use the noise gates now. Which, a year ago, you're just getting like a raw file. So that's cool. For him. For me, too. Because it's nice to get some work in. What else? So I don't know if I mentioned, can't remember, but so the guy last week or a week ago, he gave me a box of chocolate chip cookies, and I ate that box of chocolate chip cookies, 18 packets of 3. I don't know if I can do the math. Let's see, 24. I want to say 54. 20, maybe. I think, around 54, right? So I ate 54 cookies in 5 days. So I said, starting in August, no candy, no chocolate, no soda, no snacks. Now, I do eat my Hot Pockets, which technically are junk food, but you know, you gotta, when I set my boundaries or whatever, gotta give yourself wiggle room. So those things, chocolate, cookies, soda, they're cut out. I mean, yesterday someone gave me my friend, we went to the movies, like, here's a chocolate bar. It was my favorite. And I'm like, I can't eat it. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. Just leave it to the end of the month, September. But chocolate gets old, man. But I'm like, when I set down the ground rules, I'm Mr. Not Budging. But yeah. It's really beautiful. I mean, not beautiful like Switzerland beautiful, but just, it's peaceful, quiet, not noisy, just nature. If I had my drone, I'd probably be out here just flying my drone here. So, whatever. So yesterday, or 3 days ago, 4 days ago, I don't know when exactly, but some app developer released an app called Progressions. It's basically a chord generator. And yes, I have a lot of them. I say I have 10 or more. But yeah, so I got a bunch of these chord generators, and this is one more to add to my collection. They all do different things. Like, one gives you block chords, nothing Like you would have to know what the hell you're doing. Now random things work too. Another one randomly just throws out chords. So you just gotta know what sounds good to your ear. This one, the underlying model is based on 19th century composers, how they would deviate from the root of the song, blah, 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 blah. But it has that as an underlying thing. So when it generates the chords, they're different to my ear. So anyway, I got it, I'm using it. And this app developer, he makes like a little tutorial for his own apps. Usually they don't do that. They have people like me, well, not me, but people like me who make tutorials. They give them the free versions and then they make their videos. But this guy does it himself, and he's an app developer. He's not a rock star. I don't think he's an artist. He's just, well, maybe he is an artist. I don't know. I don't even know what he looks like. It's just a voice and an app share screen. And it's really dry, just like, and if you look over to the left, this is the hamburger menu. Hamburger menu being the little 3 dots that you see in apps. If you push this, long press. And it's, you know, it is what it is. I mean, I read manuals, but the way he makes his manuals, they're like in-app, not PDFs. So I can't read it. Like, I'll be on an iPhone. I'm not reading an in-app. Anyway, so, but this man, he goes through every feature of his apps. And a lot of the stuff is like, if you swipe left, swipe up, if you long press, turn around in a full circle and say chicken wings, this happens. Like, you wouldn't know that unless you watch someone else or stumble on it. So the more I get into this progressions app, I'm just like, wow, this is really thorough. And I have all his other apps. Never use them. I just get them because I gotta have them all. And I started going back into the other apps because he made videos for those too. And like, the updates are constant. And he's there making the video saying this is the new thing. And I'm like, wow. Because I did a video one where I was comparing it to something else. And I'm just like, yeah, I was just on because the other one had a nicer interface. I don't like the man's interfaces. They're functional. Like, everything about the app is just functional, where other apps be pretty. There's an app like it's pink and blue and like yellow. All right. And if you're on the app for like more than 10 minutes, this little tiny person, little animated person is like, hey, what's going on? Like, there's a little story within the app that has nothing, you know. But this app, there's no manual for it. It's like just you gotta just play around with it and see what happens. I don't want to play around with it. I want to know. But yeah. So after this, when I go home, I gotta prep for the interview. I don't even know what this job is. I just got up on Monster, put my resume in, and they called, and she's like, after the things, like, do you want the job? That's okay. But it seems to be, I mean, I physically need to go somewhere, and I can set my own hours. It seems flexible. So for now, it seems like something good. But I'll find out more today. Yeah. Hey, I don't think you guys remember, but that would be great. So you see this thing right there? What used to be there? So it was there when I made the rabbit video. I think it was there when I passed it a lot. It's gone now. Wonder where it went. You know what's odd? Besides me? What's odd? My mom still gets letters. She got a letter offering her a job. Mrs. Bailey, how would you like to work? Like, you do know she's not. This is weird. People are. But I did see on the news that they were trying to get dead people to register to vote or some shit. It's just an interesting thing. But yeah, man. But yeah, this app, wow. I mean, there's the progression ones I was talking about, make you chords. Then he has one that's like an MPC. Now, I fell in love with the man, the app developer, when he said, and for you guys out there who like the MPC, this is for you guys. I'm like, whatever. But he like set it up so it's very similar to what an MPC format layout would be. Like he's revert. And then I was like, wow. So I got to make a new video. Like I want to make videos about this guy and his apps. Because I don't know how much app makers make. Because like most of these apps, if you went to the app store, there's no comments. Like if you went to Candy Crush, there's like 1 billion comments. You go to app stores for music. Now, I have never wrote any comments for an app. I plan to. I just never did. But it helps, you know, because if you see, oh, so-and-so said such and such. But anyway, like I don't know if they get paid much. I don't know how big their teams are. Apple just be on like, oh yeah, by the way, we switched the whole underlying framework. Conform or your app will be removed. And it's just like, Apple be like that. And it'll be like one person, and so yeah. I like to believe I'm supporting them, bigging them up. So Paul the Musician, 4 Pockets. If you're into iOS music and stuff, check the man out. And his apps are really reasonable. They fall under $10. The equivalents or other apps would be like 15. So his is a little bit under, but there's just so much power under them. Hey, it's a bunny. Hey, bunny. Maybe you can see the bunny. I don't know if you can see it. Him, her. Looks like a baby bunny. But I shouldn't look at baby bunnies because their moms might come out. You always see that, right? You see a little cute little bear, and the next thing you know, mama bear comes out. So maybe the mama bunny will come out and bunny me to death. I don't know. It said in Pennsylvania that it's supposed to, in Easton, they said that today is going to be super hot. I could feel it. I could feel it. But usually it gets really hot after 12. The mornings are still relatively cool. I haven't been, I haven't been to the pool, to the ocean since I've been back. Not that I planned on it, unless I go by myself. In Japan, I went to our little dirty ocean by myself. I wanted to go. I said, I'm just gonna go. So I went. And the big thing was, if you have a group of people, someone's gonna stay back and watch your stuff. So that was a big issue. I think I put a lot of stuff in the locker. But this beach had like a little a club on the beach thing. So I went in there and it was a foam party. I was just like watching people fall in the foam. It was fun. Fun times. I mean, one time when one time I went out, right, and I was in the ocean with my housemates, and this random person came. They're out there in the ocean with us, and she's like, "Hey, you look fun," some shit like that. I don't know. So she like jumped on me, like she wrapped her legs around me, like I'm like, we're not waiting or like standing, but she just like jumped on me. She's just like, ah! But it's my housemates, you know, so I don't want my business being broadcasted. So I had to say, "Get off me, but come back later." But it didn't happen. But it was just so random. Good times though. Good times. But yeah, man. Yeah. Where are we at here? We're at 20. 20's good. We're gonna get to the end of the road. Now I'll put on my headphones and start getting ready to do the gig. I mean, I guess there's really no excuse. Why? I guess the part is like, I can do these gigs on Fiverr easily. Like, my writing skill is just, I'm not saying like I'm the greatest writer, but I could write really fast, and I could write to the directions of what people are asking for. And I could get a good recording. Like now when I record, I'm sitting down. So it's not even getting that full body. It's just me in a chair. And I just do a one take, because, you know, I ain't gonna do like 50 takes for certain things. So I do a one take. I might do it twice, dub it up, and then done. So I can get them out. I just don't know how to find clients. Because Fiverr, I see other people on Fiverr, rappers, they're charging like $1,500 to like make songs and shit. $1,500, $500, $800. Now they're doing more trap styles and all that, and what have you. But it's like, I can do that too. I just don't know how. I mean, I think 2 weeks ago, I updated everything. I put, "Hello, my name is Matthew. I live in America," because I was still getting some, "Hey, if you're in Japan." I'm like, nah, I'm not in Japan. Oh, that was a selling point. But yeah, I used to get a lot of those. I guess I got to promote, but I don't know how to promote it. I guess I could just do it organically, put it on my music channel. Just be like, yeah, that's better than what I'm, because right now my approach is basically having my eyes closed and bumping into business. "Hey, you bumped into me." "Yeah. What were you doing?" "I was just rapping in my head." "Oh, you're a rapper. Do you want to make a song for me?" "Sure." But I need to be more, like, that should be my goal. But it's but there's also the other part where if you start doing something that you love for profit, it may take away from it. That's what they always say. Man, these bugs. All right, next time I go to the store and I find some cheap ass bug spray, I'm gonna be applying that. Maybe that will be the thing to do. But yeah, man, I mean, some random guy, right? He hit me up on Instagram. He said, "Hey, man, you want to join my contest?" And I'm like, not really. Wow. That bug wanted to join the video. But you do not know how I don't like bugs, man. You wouldn't see me on Big Brother or Survival and all that. I'd be the first person kicked out. They'd be walking through the mud. But yeah, so he hits me up and he's just like, hey man, you want to join my contest? I'm like, not really. He's like, you want to buy my beats? Like, not really. And he's just annoying, but sincere about it. So I'm like, listen, man, I make beats too. I'm in the same boat as you are. So you're not gonna, and I didn't even really listen to his music like that, but just, I wouldn't be buying someone else's music. It just wouldn't really be my thing. So I just dropped all the gems that I had. You know, listen, you got to find something that you got to find a problem and solve it for people. That's something people say. Find your potential customer's pain point and solve it for them, or add value to what they need, or, you know. So I'm telling all this. He's like, oh yeah, thanks man. And then like the next week he's, hey, so you wanna use one of my beats? I mean, he gets 3 times, so that was the second time. The third time, I'm just gonna block him. Now, what he could have done was just like, hey man, I see that you do this, that, and the third. I'm just gonna give this to you and blah blah blah. We could have went that direction, but yeah. So I think all content creators have this issue. We're all trying to figure it out. It's probably the hardest part. But yeah, I just love, like, you know, you heard me talk about the stupid app. I'm like I didn't say I made some banging song with the app. I haven't made any music. I made a couple projects, whatever. But right now I'm just in the learning phase, learning the apps, seeing how they work, getting a kind of virtual toolbox. Cause like this app is called Neon, and you can pull any audio into it. It's like drag and drop, which is pretty cool. Just drag and drop, paste and copy, like within the little ecosystem. And then you could like time stretch it. It's a little fidgety, but if there's no app that can do that. To time stretch something and get it usable, you got to do all these workarounds. But this app is like much easier to do this. Clear and concise and all that good shit. Shit, you could slice up a sample and then it will rename all the samples and put it in a little folder for you. Like, no app be doing that shit. They be giving you got to go into the iOS system to connect it to your iPhone, and then there's to compute. So yeah, man, it's this app is, but yeah, I'm excited about that. Not the making the music, not, and then I'm gonna sell this, because I don't need that to make music. It's just like a kind of bonus. But anyway, we have, well, what was that, 40 minutes, but we're not gonna go there. So yeah, wish me luck on my interview. I'll let you know how that goes. I don't know if either I'll let you know. Well, I'm not one to like pull out a camera when I'm like having, like, in the moment. Like, hey, look at me, I'm at the concert. Like, I wouldn't. Like I've been to Okinawa 3 times. I don't think you ever see me make a video saying, look at me, I'm in Okinawa. Because that's just weird. But I guess it's no weirder than, hey, I'm going to Okinawa. Hey, I came from Okinawa, but you never see the Okinawa footage. That could be weird too. But again, I just like that. But yeah, but I'll let you know how that went. You could already imagine. I only been to 3 concerts, well, of my own. I went to Neo. I took my ex-girlfriend to see Neo. You know, well, it's in the past, it's a long time ago, but on her birthday, I think it was something like, I bought her a shirt, and I put the shirt in a box, And then in the box, I wrapped it. And then on the bottom of the box, there was a card. And in the card, there was tickets for Neo. One of these kind of... If you know me, that's, my thing. Or it depends on the person, but I try to make my gifts unique, tailored to that person. So yeah, we went there. Neo, he did his thing. We're in the nosebleed seats, but still Neo concert. And then the second one I went to was Mariah Carey for another girlfriend. I already bought her birthday gift. I think I got an iPad or something. But I was just like, she really loved Mariah Carey. And I was just walking down the train station. I saw Mariah Carey's coming to Japan. I mean, she comes there often. So I got on the phone, went on the internet. These tickets were crazy amounts. And they were like, I was thinking we're going to be so close we could see shit. We couldn't see nothing. I didn't like the concert. It was when Mariah Carey was going through her breakup with Cannon and shit. So she was up there like, I'm going through some shit. We all go through some shit. That's life. But we paid money to go watch her not go through some shit. That's a little different. I guess she could have canceled. But yeah, she was out there and apparently, because another friend, she watched her like a week before, and she did the same thing. But she was a super fan, because after that performance, she still went to the next concerts. Like, she would go to every Mariah Carey MC concert. And she said she got better. Hey, it's a library. What would I... One day... I can't really do this anymore. Like, I used to, find books and bring them home, adopt them. But after leaving Japan, if you've seen those, I didn't post videos, but on my Instagram, I had I made this little reel where I took all my books because I couldn't bring them with me. I had hard-covered books and all that shit. And I go to the bookstore, book off to sell it. I was selling some other... What? I forget why I went. So I went to this fireplace. So I had to put... Because I just thought, it was like an hour away. This bookstore is also maybe 10 minutes away. But I chose the hour one away. And I go out there. It cost me maybe $15 to get up there. And then I get up there. I drop off the books. I come back. He's like, we'll give you $4.30. And I'm like, sure, whatever. So I paid $15 to get there. I got $4.30. So I was negative. But So yeah, so now I just, if I really want a book, I'll get a PDF audiobook. But it was tough, man. Tough. I mean, at least for my music equipment, 'cause I also sold a lot of them when I left Japan too. They gave me a fair price. Like, if I bought it for $100 and I had it for 5 years, it's depreciating. But they would give me like $40 for it. Because the trick is, if you go to Japan, the trick is, if you buy shit, keep the boxes. I know it's not a thing we do. I mean, I didn't do this. In the States, if I got something, the box is the first thing to go. What the hell I want a box for? But in Japan, keep the box. Keep the instruction manual. Keep the little plastic. Keep the little sticker thing they put on the screens. Because when you go to resell it, you get a fair price. As I said, 5 years, $100, I got $40 for it. Which would mean I can't do the math on the depreciation value, but that's good. Where, as I mentioned before, I had an unopened box of something I had. Paid $130 for it. Never used it. Had the box, everything. The guy's like, I'll give you 25 for it. 20 fucking $5? Off of principle. I can't do it. I'll wait till I go back to Japan and bring it with me. And nah. I mean, it's a mixer, so I was gonna do like a workshop. Maybe I could still do a workshop. I don't know. But the idea was, I was thinking ahead. I want to do an iPhone iOS workshop. So people would come, we all plug our phones into the mixer, and then we just make music together. It's a great idea. But I guess what I would need to make that happen, I need a space. Can't be my house. Gotta be like a community center. So I need a space. I need customers. I mean, I was thinking I could do it for free for kids, but again, I would need the space. So somehow I'd have to cover the cost of the space. And then just show the kids how to make beats. I mean, kids are clever, man. You show them just a little bit, they will take that and just run with it. Take it in ways that older people, I'm old now, wouldn't even imagine, because they're kids, you know, they think differently. I'm for that. I'm for that. But yeah, so I'm holding on to it, so maybe I will get, maybe. But it was, I don't know. I won't say it's easier. It was easier in Japan to do that, because the first one I did, it was a success. I mean, I broke even. I think I was up $2, because I always factor in if I ate anything that day and the transportation to get there. Let me record my walk. Let's see, I've been walking. I don't know why it recorded right now. Anyway, according to this, I've been walking for 14 seconds and burned 41 calories. But phone says otherwise. But yeah, the second time I did it, you know, some people didn't show up, blah blah blah. So I lost maybe $50, negative 50. So then the third time I went all out. I got a nicer place, a little further in the cut, and I think I was minus $80, $90. And it sucks, because, you know, it just sucks. And then I did it one more time, because okay, let me try it one more time. And 3 people came, but it was set up in a way where I didn't lose money. Like, I priced it right. Cause I was trying to, you know, because the first one, we didn't have enough space. So the second one, I got a bigger space. And the third one, I got this massive space with a stage. But then no one showed up. But the fourth time I did it, just a small little studio. It was nice, man. There's this person visiting from Thailand. No, she's American. But she's from America, but she was living in Thailand or some shit. And she happened to be visiting. So she came by. This Japanese woman that I met once at my friend's thing, she came by. And then my friend, he came by for support. He just had a baby. I gotta reach out to him. I mean, he didn't have a baby. His wife did. But it was really nice, you know. We're out there. I spent the whole night. For this, I want to show, like, anything could be a sample. And the music that we hear today is not that complicated. So well, it could be complicated. You know, on some Jay Dilla, let's sample the hell out of air and make it. But it also could be Kanye West, Diamonds Are Forever. Well, if you listen to the original and you listen to what he did, it sounds pretty the same to me. And then if you read who did all the mixing down and all the guest producers, yeah, anyone in that, like, I can't say anyone. Because there's a lot of songs out that are trash, and they got a whole big budget and a team behind them. So, but I was just making these comparisons. Well, you get the point. But it was really fun. I enjoy talking about stuff that I enjoy talking about. I like teaching people stuff. I like sharing information. So I was really a great teacher when I kind of doubled down into it. You know, trying to figure out how to reach. And I was doing it in a different country. But yeah, we're now at the 40-minute mark. So we're gonna end it here. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. I do appreciate this, and for the most part, I imagine that there's gonna be lots of up and downs being back home, and I'm gonna do what I gotta do, keep it moving, but try to keep pushing along, moving forward. And if anything good happens, I'll share it if it comes along. But yeah. Oh yeah, and then on Saturday I got the photo shoot. So this week's kind of packed with excitement. I got my job interview today. All right. I got my little gig coming up for Fiverr. Okay. I have the Boyz II Men concert. Okay. I got Friday Zumba. Okay. I got my beat thing that I always do every Friday coming up, which I got to make a beat for that. And then Saturday I got my shoot, paid birthday shoot. I guess on Sunday that video should just be like hopefully. But yeah, I will keep you guys posted. Be safe. Thanks for watching. Peace.